All right, you are not going to believe this story. We're talking about one of the biggest, most jaw-dropping upsets in recent T20 World Cup history. This was a day when the script wasn't just flipped, it was lit on fire and thrown out the window. And really, this quote says it all, doesn't it? Before this match, nobody was taking Team USA seriously. They were seen as, a curiosity. A team from a country where most people think cricket is something that chirps in the garden. The expectations were, to put it mildly, on the floor. Now, I just want you to look at this number for a second. 93. Right now, it's just a number on a screen. But trust me, in the context of what happened in this match, this number is everything.
Yep, that's it. 93 was the margin of victory. This wasn't some nail-biter that went down to the last ball. Oh no, the sources called it a drubbing, an obliteration. This was a complete and total takedown of a much more experienced team. So, how on earth did this happen? Well, on one side you had the Netherlands. They're known as the giant killers of associate cricket, right? The experienced European side. And on the other side, Team USA, the massive underdogs. It was a total David versus Goliath story, and pretty much everyone thought they knew exactly how this was going to end. So let's jump into the first half of the match, because this is where the fireworks really began. It all started with the USA's batting, and an innings that just completely defied all logic. Okay, so the Dutch captain wins the toss. That's a huge advantage, especially on a spin-friendly pitch like the one in Chennai, and he decides to bowl first. Now, on paper, this made perfect sense. The thinking was, hey, let's just knock these guys over for, 120 runs, and then we'll chase it down easily. Seemed logical. But oh my, did that decision backfire. This quote from our source material is just perfect. It absolutely nails how catastrophically wrong that call was. It wasn't just a bad decision, it was the mistake that the entire upset was built on. After a pretty solid start from the openers, an early wicket fell, and the stage was set for the man of the hour. In walks Saiteja Mukkamalla, a batter from New Jersey, who is about to make that Chennai stadium his own personal playground. And I mean, just look at this. 79 runs, and he did it in just 51 balls. We're talking 5 fours and 4 massive sixes that looked like they were launched into orbit. The Dutch bowlers had no answers. It didn't matter what they threw at him. The sources said he had main character energy, and yeah, you can totally see why. He owned that pitch. And this line just says it all, doesn't it? His style was pure power, totally aggressive, and just unapologetically American. He wasn't just carefully placing the ball, he was smashing it, basically making a statement with every boundary. So, thanks to Mukkamalla's incredible innings, plus a lightning-fast finish from Shubham Ranjane, who smacked 48 off just 24 balls, the USA put up this monster score, 196. This was way beyond a good score. This was a message. You could see the shock on the faces of the Dutch players as they walked off. Okay, so the Netherlands needed a record chase to win, but what happened next wasn't really a chase at all. It was more like a complete and total meltdown, and it was mostly thanks to one guy. Everybody, meet Harmeet Singh. They called him the left-arm legend, and the sources describes his bowling with this amazing imagery. He was spinning the ball like he was hypnotizing a cobra. He wasn't just bowling. He was weaving this web of confusion that left the Dutch batters totally baffled. And the numbers, they absolutely back it up. 4 wickets for only 21 runs. He dismantled their middle order, taking out their best players. He didn't just take wickets, he basically ripped the heart out of the Dutch chase before it even had a chance to get going. It just fell apart. 45 for 3 became 53 for 4, which became 75 for 6. It was a total capitulation. What was supposed to be a competitive chase turned into what one source called a procession. Just a parade of players making that long, sad walk back to the dugout.
All right, let's zoom out and just take in the final result and what it all meant, because this is where the scale of the upset really hits you. So on the left, you've got the expectation. USA limps to maybe 120, and the Netherlands cruises to an easy win. And on the right, the reality. USA hammers 196, and the Netherlands gets completely skittled for just 103, a 93-run demolition. Just unbelievable.
And you know, this win was so much more than just points on the board. It was the USA's first ever T20 victory over the Netherlands. It was a massive shot in the arm for the growing Major League Cricket scene in America. And critically, it sent their net run rate through the roof, which completely changed their whole turner.
And that brings us to what's next? Because this one incredible historic win suddenly took what felt like an impossible dream and turned it into a very, very real possibility. And because of that massive boost to their net run rate, the path to the next round, the Super 8s, is now shockingly simple. It boils down to this: if Team USA beats Namibia in their last group game, and if the powerhouse Indian team beats the Netherlands, then Team USA is through. That's it. A two-step plan to the next stage of the World Cup.
Which really leaves us with this one big question. Was this an incredible, once-in-a-lifetime miracle? Or is this the start of something new? The dawn of a new reality for American cricket on the world's biggest stage? After a performance like that, you kind of have to believe that anything is possible.